What is up, YouTube? This is EbMagician34, and I have brought you my Shiftry Seismitoad deck, which pretty much explains itself, so let's not waste any time. It focuses in on, for one, Shiftry. He's got 140 HP, which means he's usually a 2-hit KO for people. He's got a 2-energy retreat, and once per turn you can discard a grass energy to draw 3, which isn't bad. And his Drainage Dance for grass and 2 colorless, so basically a grass and a double colorless energy. He does 20 damage for each benched Pokemon. That's yours and your opponent's, meaning he can deal a maximum of 200 damage, and you're dealing at least 100 if you can fill your own bench. So this guy obviously has a lot of potential for very easy 2-hit KOs and sometimes 1-hit KOs. And that's kind of the point of this deck, is to build this guy up while using Seismitoad to sort of create your opening, if you will. We do run one Nuzleaf. I just like the ability to Ultra Ball for this guy and whatnot, to have an alternative to Rare Candy to evolve up. So we do run one Nuzleaf. I just like doing that. You don't have to, but you can. We're also running 3 C-Dot. His Call for Family means he's not an absolutely junky lead Pokemon. If you get stuck with him as your lead, he's not bad at all. He can go get other basics and do tricks for you, so that's cool. We're running 2 Virizion EX, obviously, because he gives your guys... they're unaffected by status conditions because of his Verdant Wind. And his Emerald Slash power-up is nice for Seismitoad, and Shiftry also appreciates it, so this guy's just good all the way around. And of course he's a 170 HP bulky body, so that's not bad. We're running 3 copies of Seismitoad EX. Obviously we have no interest in his Grenade Hammer, really. We don't run any water energy in the deck, we're just interested in his Quaking Punch, which is 1 Emerald Slash, a double colorless energy, or, at worst, 2 turns of energy attachment away from happening. And he just really cripples a lot of decks, slows them down a lot, and he gives you the setup time you need to create a very stable, very favorable game situation with Shiftry out. So that's the plan there, and we run one last Pokemon. We run 13 Pokemon total. Shaman EX is the last one. His Fighting Resistance is nice. His 110 HP, a little iffy. His Synthesis is sort of like a slightly weaker Emerald Slash, but his Revenge Blast is the reason he's here. Because late game he can really pick up some good KOs by bopping people with it, and if they've got, like, say, 1 Quaking Punch of damage on them, it easily puts them in Shaman's range for 1-hit KOs, so that's not bad. He's the only shaky member of the lineup. You could arguably run Tropius instead, but it's kind of up to you. As far as supporters go, we got 4 Juniper, really kind of obligatory, and we really want to race through our deck here. Absolutely, that's kind of the point. We're running 3 Ns, not 4, because, number one, I just kind of like running 3 Ns instead of 4, but moreover, we like it because we are going to pick up a lot of prizes, most likely, or at least be midway through our prizes, pretty easily, so he's not always going to draw us a whole lot. And our last option for card drawing is 1 Colress, because, number one, we really want to fill our bench, and number 2, Versus Seeker. He's just a great target for it. So, we're also running 2 Pokemon Fan Club, because we really do want to get, our C-Dots. We want to get our, it's always nice to at least get the 1 Virizion and whatnot. This is just making sure it happens. And it fills up your bench, too, to make sure the Shiftry's always happy. So we are running 2 of those for that reason. And to help us access our rare candies and other sorts of special tricks, we are running 3 Skylas. It's just great to be able to target things. We have a pretty simple item lineup, but we really want our access to it when we need it. We have 1 Lysander, but Versus Seeker and whatnot, we can bring it back. This is that clutch card that makes those key plays. You don't play it frivolously, of course. And last but not least, we are running 1 Lysander's Trump card. Mainly, this gives us the freedom to just run through our deck with Reckless Abandon. We can draw and draw and draw. We can abuse Leaf Draw if we want to. This card just really lets us go crazy and not care. And when it resets, it does hurt some decks, fire decks, metal decks, and to an extent, Genesect doesn't like it because it means they can't, guaranteed Shadow Triad to bring back that G-Booster or the Plasma Energy to manipulate game state, which they kind of count on late game. So it does have a lot of metagame purpose, but also when you reset the game, regardless of whether it is significantly a benefit to you or your opponent, what it does do is it puts you in a favorable state because of Shiftry. Because you're going to be drawing a lot deeper into your deck, getting those resources back faster than they will, generally speaking. So Trump card is nice late game, and you can discard it and not have to worry because you can always Versus Seeker it back, of course. Which gets you the Versus Seeker again. So, it's all cyclical. We're running 2 rare candies, so that basically we got 3 C-Dot, Nuzleaf, and 2 rare candies in the middle, and then the 3 Shiftries. We are opting for 3 Ultra Balls. This is kind of deck thinning, but it also helps us make sure that we can get Shiftry up consistently, and also getting access to Virizion consistently is always nice as well. We are running 1 Professor's Letter, because we do need those grass energies. We'd like to get him the ability to go get it. This is a great Skyla target. Pretty self-explanatory, really. 3 Muscle Band, because Seismitoad loves it, and Shiftry also really appreciates it, and we recycle through our deck, so we're going to be getting them back. And Seismitoad makes it hard for these to just get megaphoned off, and people aren't megaphoning that much anymore as they used to right now. So good news for us. In this disruption strategy, we're also running 3 enhanced hammers. Seismitoad and this card go really well hand in hand, actually. It's a great disruption duo. Just a fantastic card anyway. It keeps people from getting up too fast against you. They're already going to be hurting because they don't have access to their items to accelerate them, so losing their special energy hurts them even more. It hurts things like Dawn Fan, keeps them from building up on you, etc., etc. We're running 2 switches just because we don't switch that much in this deck. When Seismitoad goes up, he pretty much stays until somebody either forces him out or he dies after quaking punching him like 1,000 times. So that's fine, and Shiftry rarely has a need to run away, and we don't need to switch out too much to cure status because of Virizion and so on, so that's fine. 2 switches is really quite sufficient. Energy Switch is a good card, especially because this plus double colorless energy can get Shiftry up in a single turn, which is very useful. And you can even get Seismitoad up by attaching 1 energy and switching 1 over. So this is a pretty useful clutch card. Once again, it's a clutch card, and Skyla helps us access that. We're running 2 Versus Seeker. I think 2 is really all we really need, because early game this is not such a great card, so I just like running 2. So far it hasn't messed up so far. And our ace spec is, of course, Computer Search, because we really need to make sure that things go off quickly and consistently, and this helps us get access to our deck to find what we need, and it can also get double colorless energy, so that's nothing not to love about that card. Alright, and energy-wise, we are running 10 grass energies. We're not going to necessarily attach that much, but remember, we're feeding Leaf Draw. So that's part of why we're running 10 grass energy. And then we're also running 4, of course, we're running 4 double colorless energies, and we don't fear the hammer quite as much because of Seismitoad, of course. Really helps us power up. So there you have it. You have the Seismitoad Shiftry deck, which is pretty cool. I'm actually undefeated with it. No one's been able to beat me with it. I've been playing it for about a week, and I'm just... It's really fun. I've always wanted to put Shiftry to use because I feel like he's a very good card that's always been overlooked. And it seems like Seismitoad is the perfect partner in crime for him. So give it a try. I don't think you'll be disappointed, and it's one of those decks that's not only consistent, but it's also fun. So anyway, until next time, like, comment, subscribe, and check out my channel or Twitter for more cool Pokemon content.